Hi guys, good day everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Yeah, you're welcome back to my channel, Learn with Hydeetech. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are finding the videos interesting. Today, this week, we'll be looking at a very nice project. Sometimes you might need to add YouTube videos. Let's say you have a YouTube channel, you want to add YouTube videos to your web page, or you've got a website project, and your client needs you to add their YouTube videos on your web page. So for easy access, so that their users can easily have access to or see their YouTube videos, they can watch it and interact with the video. Then maybe from there they can go to the YouTube channel to watch other videos. So I'm just going to go to my desktop. I'm going to create a new project. Yeah, I have an organized folder for my project, so I'm just going to open this up. I'm going to create a folder, so let's just name it YouTube. Okay, yeah, I think this is okay. So then the next thing, if you guys have been following, you should know the next thing. Now you open your VS Code, then let's select the folder quickly. Alright, so once this is up, the next thing we need to do is to create our HTML file. So we don't need to waste time. Let's get it started quickly. Alright, if you guys have been following my videos recently, you should know the next thing now. You should know the shortcuts to create our HTML boilerplates. So I'm just going to change this to how to add Alright, thank you. So inside your body we are going to have our main tag. Then inside the main tag, okay, let's just have h3 that's going to that is going to describe what we want to do. So let's just say my YouTube gallery. Alright, so this is h3. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to create a div tag that is going to hold all the videos. Now this div is going to serve as a wrapper for all the videos. So let's just give it a class of videos wrapper. So after this, we are going to add a new div. Then inside this div, we are going to add a class of video 1. Alright, so this is the div that is going to hold the first video. Alright, so when we are done with the first video, we are going to duplicate it 5 times. So we are going to have 6 YouTube videos on our web page. You guys get it now? So we are going to make use of flex to arrange the layout so that we are just going to have 2 rows only. We are going to have 2 rows for the 6 videos. So that means we are going to have 3 columns on 1 row, then 6 columns on the 2 rows. So let's go. Then the next thing we need to do now here is that we need to go to YouTube to get a video. So possibly if it is your client, you need to get their YouTube channel so that you can visit their channel to get the videos. You don't need to have access to their backend. You don't need admin access. All you need to do is get their channel to follow the next step that we'll be doing now. So I'll take you through what you guys need to do. So alright, so which one are we going to check now? Alright, so let's just open this first. Let's open this video. I'm just going to open this here. Alright, so this is the video here. Then the next thing you want to do here, you don't need to play the video. So I'm just going to pause this once it starts playing.
Monday.com, mate.
Jump first because no, I say jump.
Alright, so you don't need to play the video. The next thing you need to do is alright, so you click on this share button here. So that is the first way you can do it. That's the first way you can do it. So click on share button, then make sure you click on embed. Click on embed. Yeah, so you guys are going to have this code here. So this is the code we actually need to copy here. So you can also, okay, this one will be clicked, this one will be selected for you by default. So all you need to do is copy this code. This is the iframe code, and this is what we need to display this particular video on our web page. So I'm just going to go back to, yes, so I'm going to paste this here. So you can use alternate Z to wrap your, the long code. So here there are some things we don't really need, so we can just, take them off this tag here. So you can see we are still making use of the iframe tag, which we used to add our map in the last video. So I'm just going to take this away and try to. All right, I think this is fine. So another way you can add or you can copy your iframe tag is, okay, let me just copy and duplicate this before. All right, so let's go back to YouTube. Another thing you can do is to right click here, then click on copy embed code. All right, so inside this place, I'm just going to take this off, then I'm going to paste this. All right, so if you guys can see, you guys will observe that we have exactly the same tag, iframe tag, and we have all these informations inside the tag. So but one thing you guys will observe here is that you can take this off, but if it is for a client or it's for you and it's your video, you don't need to take it off. It will boost your SEO. So another thing you guys need to, okay, one thing you guys can take note of here is that the width is different. So most times the width for this is always good, so you can update this width, but if not, you can just leave it anyway. Anyone you choose to or any way you choose to go, it is fine. All right, so I'm just going to take this off. So I'm going to copy this and duplicate it 5 times, sorry. All right, so we have 6 videos here. So I'm just going to leave this video to be one type of video. Then you guys can update that yourself whenever you want to, or whenever you are working on this project. So you can look for 6 videos, then copy the iframe tag, paste it here, then you continue with the next step. All right, so after this, we are just going to update this class to video 2, video 3, video 4, year 5, and year 6. All right, so that's fine. So let's view this on our web page and see what's going to happen. All right. So as you guys can see, we have the videos here on our web page. I think, is this more than 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So it is complete. So the next thing we want to do is, we don't want our video to look like that. Now we've actually achieved our aim of adding YouTube video to our page. Now the next thing is, let's make this look nice, and let's add a CSS file. So we're just gonna name this style. So don't forget to link the CSS file on your HTML tag, on your HTML file. Sorry. So this is fine now. We can go back to our CSS. All right. So the first thing we want to do here is to reset our CSS. So we can remove the margin. That is the default margin. We set it to 0. Then the next thing we want to do, let's add a background color to our document. So we can give this F1, I think, yeah, so that's fine. So the next thing we want to do here is to select our main, and let's give it a styling. We can, okay, let's adjust the width and make this 80%. The next thing we want to do is give it a margin. So let's say 5%. Auto, we want it to be centered. We want the particular main, the main section to be centered. So that's why we are using auto for the left and right. Then we are just going to have 2% here, that is for the button. So I think that's okay, and we can now work on our h3 tag. Okay, let's set from the font size. We can give it a size of 50 px. I'm not sure that should be too much. I think that's okay. So let's say the line height, we can give this 65 px. I think this is okay too. Then let's make sure the text is centered. Yes, let's make sure it's centered. So we can say, yeah, exactly. Then another thing, maybe we can add a border. As a border button. Yeah, border button only. So we can, you know, just say let's say 20 px, double, and okay, let's make it blue color. All right, I think that's fine. So let's see what we've done first before we proceed. All right. So we are still going to use an external font for this text. So, but for now, let's continue. So the next thing we want to do now is to select our video wrapper. So we can select the video wrapper using the class that we have already. So that should be videos underscore wrapper. Yeah. So here, we are just going to. This is where we are going to set our flex. So we are going to set our flex here. That is display. We are going to use our flex box property. So yeah, we're just going to set display flex. Yeah, so one thing you guys will observe is that, can you see? So once you set flex, it is going to arrange all the elements you have inside the parent of this video wrapper. Everything will be aligned horizontally, just like you are seeing now. Everything will be on one line. So let's see, how can we adjust that further? Then since we have a scroll, we can use our flex wrap property. So we can set that to wrap. So since we have a very long, you know, a very long element on one row. So once we do this, can you see now? So you can see we don't have scroll anymore. So the flex wrap has wrapped the videos and make sure that and ensure that there is no scroll. So the next thing we want to do here is, okay, let's leave this for now. Then we are going to come back here. Then let's select the div that is holding each of the iframes. Yes, that is, I mean this div where we have video 1, video 2, and all. So we are not going to select that div with a class. So we are just going to use the parent, you know, div and its class to select it. So we can copy this, we bring it down here, then we say div. Exactly. So inside this place, what we want to do is we want to have 2 rows, just like I've said before. On each row, we should have 3 columns. So I'm just going to set this to 31%, and let's see. All right, exactly. So can you guys see this? Can you guys see this now? So this is what we are going to have now. So as you can see, if you guys observe, these videos are not, you know, the width is not equal, or this one is behind this, while this one is behind this as well. So how can we adjust that? The next thing we need to do, or the next thing we can, or something we can do is, let's select the iframe itself. So, and you know, set the width to be 100%. So I'm just going to do this. Sorry, before this, then I should have my iframe. Then I'm just going to set the width to 100%. Okay, so once we do this, I think we should have something better now. All right. So can you guys see now? So these videos are now looking good now. It is a complete you know, the complete width and complete height. So what else can we do here? Now let's go back to this videos wrapper styling. Then let's add a justify content, and we can say space. Let's space okay, space around. I think this should be nice. All right, that's good. But you can see the space here is not the same as the space. The vertical space is not the same thing as the horizontal space. So we can use gap to balance that, or to adjust that. So let's say 20 px. I believe 20 should be enough. All right, but I think we can add more. Let's say 30. So let's see if this works. Exactly. All right, so can you guys see now? So this is how you can, you know, turn your elements to columns. So we use 31 because we are having 3, or we want to have 3 on a row. So if it is a scenario where you want to have just 2 on a row, one thing you just need to know is that the width, the entire width is 100. So you can, you know, calculate what is what a column of the number of you know, of the number of the total number of columns you want to have on a row can have. So for this, where we want to have 3 columns in one row, we decided to use 31. And if you do the mathematics, you are going to see that, you know, the highest we can use is 33. But once you use 33, you can't have a space that will be exactly like, you know, the ones you are seeing in the middle of this, in the middle of these videos. Yeah, that is the vertical spaces. So thank you so much. And the next thing we want to do after this is, okay, I think we are done with the video. Let's see, let's just copy a font online and make, okay, fonts.google.com. I'm just going to make this fast as possible. All right, so I just added the Oxford with font width of 700 to, so I'm just going to drop this here quickly. Then I can set the font family of my H3. So to be Oxford, exactly. All right, so we can close this and check what we have now. All right, so can you see the font now? So we can just add you know, let's add margin bottom to be precise. All right, so this is fine. All right, so can you see the space here? All right, so that's good. So we can also add margin to add a very small space between the border and the text. So padding, let's be specific to padding bottom, say 10 px. So all right, so we don't need to waste time here. The next thing I want us to, you know, touch is the mobile. So let's see if this is responsive and let's see how we can adjust it. All right, so I'm just gonna, you can open this this developer tool by, you know, right clicking and click, you right click and click on inspect, or you use Ctrl+Shift+I to open that. So you can just click on this, you know, device icon here, and yeah, so you guys are going to see this. We can let's just try to make this responsive. We can do our styling in this, you know, in this elements tab, then transfer it to our CSS file. That is our main CSS file. So that is what I do mainly instead of going back and forth. So you can just do this. Let's reduce this. All right, so we can have this, then the line height needs to reduce as well, so we can see 35, then that can stand. Okay, we can leave that, and okay, that might be everything we need to do for H3. So all you just need to do is to copy it, or you can right click on it, copy selector, then come here, let's declare our media query. So we are going to select a maximum, you know, breakpoint, starting from the tab sizes. All right, so I'm just going to drop this here. Oh, really? So it's copied only H3. So we are just going to come back. Oh, all right. So let's do this again quickly. I think here was 30, maybe 35 or so. Okay, I think it's not 35. Let's say 30, then we can use here as 45. So let's copy this. You can copy this and you paste it here. Don't forget to close this curly bracket here. So after that, that should be updated already. Yeah, so once we refresh now, it's still going to, it will be updated. So the next thing we want to do is we go to this, this video wrapper. The first thing we want to do there is to ensure that we remove this display. Ensure that we turn it to display block. So we can say div.videos. Alright, so after that, I think that is the only thing. Let me see. Alright. I think that is the only thing we need to do there. Alright, so you can see that the videos are no more staying side by side. They are now, behaving the way they were before adding the flex, that is the display flex on property. So now the next thing we need to do, you can see the videos are not in full width and it looks somehow cut off. So the next thing we need to do, because some of these stylings are affecting it. So, and among the styling is this particular part where we have this the div holding each of the iframe set to 31%. So that is why you are seeing that video like that. So the next thing we need to do, we can just copy this, then paste it inside the media query. So what we need to update here is set this to 100. So each of the div holding the iframe should have 100. So that way the video will be full. Alright, so can you see now? Can you see the video is full now? Alright, so another thing we can do here is to select the main tag, and let's try to reduce the width that we've set here. So which is width, so let's set it to 90 something, so we can see the remaining part of our video. Alright, so can you guys see this now? So you can see the video is now responsive, so you can view it on your mobile as well. So you can, that means you can do this thing on your mobile actually. So if you are doing it on your phone, you don't need to add, you can just use the media query rules directly instead of using this desktop and now create another media query. So instead of going through this stress, you can use this media query rule directly. So thank you so much. You can add padding at the end of that is to the bottom of all these videos. I think I should just do that and end this video quickly. So and that should be on mobile. So for each of the divs, you can say padding bottom. Alright, so you can see that we now have spaces here. Like we have space here, we have, the spaces are equal, and you guys can see what's happening. So thank you so much. That is the end of this video, and that is how you can add YouTube videos to your web page. So this is very, very important, especially now when we have a lot of creators and they are trying to establish an online presence. So when you create a website for them, which is something I do almost every time, you can add their YouTube videos to their website, and this is how you can basically do this. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Try to practice this and make sure you get this right before you move to another video. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week with another project. Thank you so much. If you guys find this interesting, make sure you like the video. You can share it with your friends as well. And if you've not subscribed, please try to subscribe. Not even try to, go and subscribe now. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week ahead.